Hello, everyone. Good morning.
Good
Hi,
morning.
Xavier.
Good morning, Rexy. How are you today?
I'm very good.
Good, good. You
I
ready to
am.
get this started?
Let's do it. Hello to everyone watching on YouTube. We hope you're having a wonderful good morning so far. Yeah. Yeah. Well, welcome everyone. We're very excited to be here with all of you on this beautiful Friday morning. It looks sunny outside. I hope it's hot. I haven't stepped out the house yet. Um, and let me introduce myself first. My name is the one and only Rexy, community advocate and performer, and basically everything else in between, and business owner. And I'm very excited to be here with you all. And I'll let my co-hosts introduce themselves.
Hi, everybody. I'm Xavier. I don't have a long, beautiful title like Rexy, but I'm Xavier. And yeah, I do community work and advocacy. So yeah, I'm excited to be here. It's my first time.
Yeah, you're doing great so far. This is going to be a great time for both of us.
Cool.
Yeah, well, yeah, thank you all for joining us. This is going to be a very fun event. I haven't done a virtual event in a bit since a lot of things came back into person. So I'm very excited to be joining everyone from the comfort of my bed. Well, kind of, because I just woke up like this. Um, yeah,
Yes. So, should we do the vital resources available to transgender community here in the Bay Area in San Francisco?
let's do it.
Um, all right. So, Trans Pilot Program. This is amazing. So, Trans Pilot Program has peer-to-peer support services, lunches Monday and Wednesday, Monday groups, Wednesday group with harm reduction focus, Friday's group, um, and annual health fair, one to ones, participation at community events. And for more information about the transgender or trans pilot program, please email Tracy Helton at sfdph.org.
Yes, we're really excited to be a part of this program and today's virtual presentation, and also to collaborate and work with the Trans Pilot program. Shall we introduce the beginning? Yeah,
Yeah, let's start that
Xavier, do you
first
want to do that
video.
one?
Yeah, let's start that first video.
Hello, my name is Bianca Stevens, and I am a peer with the Transgender Pilot Program, also known as TPP. TPP was an MHSA innovation and INN funded program managed by the San Francisco Department of Public Health and aimed to increase access to mental health services and improve a sense of connectedness amongst transgender women, trans individuals specifically of color. In order to fulfill this goal, TPP implemented multiple culturally informed strategies to support trans women of color and facilitate behavioral health service engaged using a peer support service model. TPP implemented three core program activities: four weekly peer led, strength based, and resilience focused support groups, each with a different theme that provided a safe space for trans women of color to connect and share their experience and linked participants to services in the community. Two, peer led outreach and education in order to recruit participants to the program and provide information about available services. And three, our annual peer run transgender health fair for linkage to services. For more information, please email tracy.helton@sfdph.org or speak to one of the peers here, myself, Bianca Stevens, Desiree Sky Gonzalez, Tony Williams, Of course, Carla Kynes, and I can't forget our thorn amongst the roses, Corey Sabatini. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you to Bianca for that amazing video. Um, and also want to say huge thank you to Bianca for including me in this. Bianca's one of those people that I've looked up to for so long. So to be able to work with you is a real honor. And thank you for the Trans Pilot program for having us.
Yeah, I'm excited. This was really amazing, especially because trans people of color are really important, and we definitely have a voice, and we need to be heard and seen. So this is definitely amazing work, and I'm just happy to be a part of it. Even being a part of trans masculine community is still really important, and I'm really great to be here.
Yeah. And there's something so beautiful about it being a peer-led program. And it being people who we see every day outside of programming, being able to connect us to resources and have support groups. I think that's so important and beneficial.
Definitely. So now it seems like we have a few agencies that we can talk about as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. So we have a Grand Ducal Council of San Francisco. The Grand Ducal Council of San Francisco Incorporated is predominantly gay 501c3 nonprofit fundraising organization formed in 1973 as a more camp oriented response to San Francisco's imperial court system by H.L. Perry, who resigned as the court's Grand Duchess, um, the first. Um, the Grand Ducal Council raises money for a wide array of costume balls and various other smaller imperial court system, and the Grand Ducal Council of San
Yeah.
Francisco are built using roughly the same power structure monarchs are monarchs elected, and the nonprofit 501c3 portion is run by a board of directors of trustees.
The Grand Ducal Court has been a great resource to a lot of our communities and continue a legacy of supporting our communities through fundraising like we had to do for many years. I myself am a past title holder, uh, two times title holder, and the work that they do is so amazing. And anyone who wants to dress up and put on a crown and raise money for community, you should most definitely check them out. Um, some of the most amazing people you'll ever meet have been a part of the Grand Ducal Court.
Wow, you've held two titles, Rexy. You are amazing. You just be everywhere. Rexy does everything.
Trying
That's
to stay
amazing.
relevant.
Yeah, yeah, young and relevant. Yeah. So the Monarch Sober Homes provide a safe, supportive environment for our residents as they make the crucial transition in their recovery. The difference with Monarch starts with our title, Monarch Clean and Supportive Living Homes Recovery in Luxury. For more information, you can look up monarchsoberhomes.com. And then it seems like we have another uh, uh, program. So Castro Country Club is a clean and sober gathering place. So another sober home or sober gathering place for all people, and a home for queer recovery community. We endeavor to be a space, or they endeavor to be a space where all can seek wisdom, serenity, courage, and joy. And so for more information for the Castro Country Club, you can visit castrocountryclub.org. And I think that's amazing because so many people are, struggling with addiction and want, to be able to live sober lives. And so what better way of being able to do that besides having a good space to be around other people, right? To be sober and
Yeah.
share those experiences and have a good time still.
Absolutely, absolutely. And be around community.
Absolutely. Community is really important, especially for trans and queer folks, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it seems like we have another video.
Ooh.
So yeah, let's get into our next video.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the Transgender Health Fair 2022. My name is Bobby Friday, and I'm the reigning Grand Duchess of San Francisco. For more than 47 years, the Grand Ducal Council of San Francisco has set out into the community to raise awareness and necessary funds for organizations that help improve and enrich the lives of the LGBTQ members of the community. Those organizations include organizations such as St. James Infirmary, Lyric, and Trans Lifeline. So this year, when Grand Duke Scott Rice and myself were choosing beneficiaries for the Monarchs Charity Fund, we wanted to make sure that we didn't leave out one of the most beautiful and vibrant communities, our transgender community. And so we're pleased to announce that we are raising money this year for the Transgender Pilot Program. And we want to invite all of you who are watching to come out and get involved in building community and raising money and being a part of the Grand Ducal Council. It's as easy as reaching out to myself, Bobby Friday, or Grand Duke Scott Rice through social media, following us and seeing where our events are and coming out and just having a good time and spreading the love. And finally, I want to tell you all to have a fabulous health fair and to keep inspiring the world by living authentically and unapologetically as yourselves. Have a wonderful time today.
Hi, my name is James Baker, and I am one of the owners of Monarch Clean and Supportive Living Homes. We are a network of sober living. We are LGBTQ owned and operated, and we have homes in San Francisco, Sacramento, and Davis. And we are absolutely honored and thrilled to be part of the Transgender Health Initiative, as we know how important it is to include everyone in health and community. And we are finally getting that recognition from the top layers of our government down to here, us on the street. So if you have any interest in sober living, if you have any questions or looking for more resources in recovery, feel free to look us up. You can find us at monarchsoberhomes.com. Thank you.
So I guess a lot of folks actually walk down 18th Street and they stand at the base of the stairs and they contemplate whether or not they should come up and go inside the club. And really, what we do at the Castro Country Club is it all starts with meetings. Meetings are the foundation on which everybody changes their lives. So what happens when folks decide to get sober is the reverse of isolation. And a lot of folks come to recovery lacking polished social skills. And what the club does is it provides space where folks can really just learn to grow their circle of support and friendship again.
All three of you at the same time.
Not all of us come back to recovery with social skills that make it easy for us to find friends and create families of our own choosing. The country club really, really gives folks the opportunity to just be.
Wow, those videos were so beautiful and impactful. It's so good to see familiar faces on the videos and see new faces. And speaking of familiar faces, we have some people watching that we want to give some recognition to. We have Lauren Vega from PRC, a couple Grand Duchesses watching. We have Landa Lakes, the person who introduced me into the court system, Miss Shugana, and my Grand Duchess as well, MGM Grand, who I was her princess for. So hello to our ducal family, and also hello to our siblings over at Bates who are watching. Welcome everyone, and we hope you're enjoying our program.
Yeah, that was amazing. So welcome everybody for coming on and being a part of this. That those videos are really empowering, and really amazing to see.
Mhm. Awesome. And so now, I really resonated with the end quote of the Castro Country Club, where people can just be. I think that's so beautiful. And I think we are going in a place in society where we just all want to just be and just exist without having to fight. So I think that's really beautiful.
Yes, it is. Being able to just, do your thing and be yourself, and sit in your truth is really amazing. And be able to have, spaces to do that in is really impactful for our communities.
Yeah. Yeah. And a huge shout out to the work that all of these organizations are doing. Having been someone who has worked with many of them and also been impacted by their work through friends and family, it's beautiful to see spaces really creating a big impact in our communities. And especially having a resource like Castro Country Club for folks who might feel scared or want to learn more about what even sobriety can look like. I think it's really important to have spaces where we can have conversations without the stigma or without being scared, since so much of queer nightlife happens in bars and around substances.
Absolutely.
So I think that's beautiful.
Yeah, it's really amazing, to have a separate space for that. So, I'm. This has been so far exciting, right? Like we have a lot of information
Mhm.
and a lot of people that are jumping on. So this is really good. Are you excited, Rexy, to
I
get this going more?
Yeah. Yeah, let's continue on to the next videos.
Ugh, my wrists are so huge.
Well, at least your ankles don't look like a busted can of biscuits.
I look so good today.
Girl, I'm so fat.
Oh no, you're beautiful.
I never said I was ugly.
Wait a second. Where's Jiggly? She always stands on my left.
Oh my goodness, she just texted me. You upset her so bad she's on her way to the plastic surgeon. She's gonna get cocked like a bathtub.
Oh no. Girls, you know what we need to do. Bippity.
Boppity.
No, seriously, isn't his lip color so good on me?
Boo! You whore.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm fat cause I'm fab and thick. All that in a bag of chips. Plump like a roast, fiercer than most. Eating that cake from coast to coast. Body made wrong by society standards. Built just right like a luscious tanker. Snacks is life and life's delicious. I'll dance it off to mind my fitness. Hair shaped hourglass, orange and bananas. Skinny girls, big girls, we let them have it. We not shy, we not trying to hide. We're beautiful at every size. All this body, all this body, look at this body. What you gonna do with all this body? All this body? All this body? Look at this body. What you gonna do with all this body? Too glam to give a damn. So fly even with thick thighs. So fine, gonna blow your mind. Boys like body, we got body. Hair-shaped hourglass, orange and banana. Skinny girls, big girls, we let them have it. We not shy, we not trying to hide. We're beautiful at every size. All this body, all this body. Look at this body. What you gonna do with all this body? All this body, all this body. Look at this body. What you gonna do with all this body?
We all fit size fabulous. Everybody measures up. Sex is what you make of it. Beauty shining from within. We all fit size fabulous. Everybody measures up. Sex is what you make of it. Beauty shining from within.
All this body, all this body. Look at this body. What you gonna do with all this body? All this body, all this body. Look at this body. What you gonna do with all this body?
Watching me.
I'm just an average man with an average life. I work from 9 to 5. Hey, hell, I pay the price. All I want is to be left alone in my average home. But why do I always feel like I'm in the twilight zone? And I always feel like somebody's watching me, and I have no privacy. Oh, I always feel like somebody's watching me. Tell me, is it just a dream? When I come home at night, I break the door real tight. People call me on the phone, I'm trying to avoid. But can the people on TV see me, or am I just paranoid? When I'm in the shower, I'm afraid to wash my hair, 'cause I might open my eyes and find someone standing there. People say I'm crazy, just a little touched, but maybe showers remind me of psycho too much. That's why I always feel like somebody's watching me, and I have no privacy. Oh, I always feel like somebody's watching me. Who's playing tricks on me?
Wow. Those are some great performances and videos.
Yes, they were. I'm actually really, really impressed.
Same. I mean, a huge shout out and thank you to Jiggly Caliente for that video. She was a recurring star in Pose and on Drag Race, and she is just absolutely amazing. And that video was star-studded with Alaska, Ginger Minj, and Isis King. Like, talk about power.
Yeah, I didn't even know Ginger Minj could sing. I'm sitting here just super impressed right now. Like, come on, Ginger Minj.
Yeah. And a huge shout out, thank you, Jiggly, for that video donation. Yeah, Ginger Minch is an amazing singer. And then right after that, we had Mad Dog 2020. Like, hello.
Yeah. I loved how Michael Jackson was like the person watching. It's like if Michael is watching us, then we all gonna know something.
Mad Dog is also Grand Duke, who reigned with Miss Sugarna. And I blame them both for getting me started in the ducal court and not being able to get out now. But yeah, Mad Dog is a creative genius. And then that last number, that share moment, so good.
Gotta love Cher. Cher always brings us back to our knees, right?
I also really love the style of video where it was taken at a bar, because those always remind me of like especially during the middle of the pandemic when we were all in our homes. We're experiencing performance through digital art, seeing the videos that were recorded at bars from the before times really made me feel nostalgic, and I love watching those videos again.
Oh my goodness, Santana, you make me feel so old. You said before times.
Stop
Before times, it
it.
sounds so crazy, but it definitely speaks volumes to what we've been experiencing these past few years with COVID. And so yes, absolutely, to your point, people being able to get out there and perform and still get those tips and still get that recognition and be famous amongst community is so amazing. I love the art and background, but I definitely would have appreciated if the bartender would have came and brought us some drinks. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
You know, I wouldn't mind a mimosa right now.
Definitely.
Hold the orange juice. And that last video was taken during pandemic out, I believe outside of the cinch. It looked like it was outside of the cinch, during one of their, I believe it was probably during the Three Queens show that was done there. But yeah, so next.
Yeah, I am too. I'm like, we got Jiggly out here singing and dancing and rapping a little bit to us, and Ginger Minj singing, and Mad Dog 2020 with the everybody's always watching. It was really, really good, and definitely like that last performance. Share, you know, just next time, let the bartender know to get bring us something. Yeah, but this is definitely a great show, great performances, and really, really amazing. So I think we have a couple of different agencies, right? So we have Gender Clinic, so Mission Mental Health, and then we have UCSF Center of Excellence for Transgender Health. I love UCSF, and Trans Life, San Francisco AIDS Foundation. And it seems like they might have some videos for us to watch again. So let's tune into our videos.
Let's do it.
My name is Aza Frias, and I'm here to tell you about the Gender Clinic at Mission Mental Health. So the Gender Clinic is a special phone number that you can call to get connected to our mental health services here at Mission Mental Health. The phone number is 415-401-2756, and it's a streamlined way for our transgender patients to get connected to services. Things we do at Mission Mental Health include case management, therapy, pre-surgical assessments, or like the mental health letter you need for transition-related medical care. We also do psychiatry and medication management. We're able to just do the pre-surgical assessment or mental health letter if that's all you want from us. You can also come for a combination of any of our services. We provide services in English and Spanish. So call and leave a voicemail, and someone from our gender team will call you back to schedule an intake appointment. Our gender team staff are trained specifically to provide trans-affirming care and pre-surgical assessments. The phone is staffed only Thursday afternoons, so if you need more urgent care, please call our main clinic line at 415-401-2700 and ask for the officer of the day, and they can get you connected to care here at Mission Mental Health. And again, the gender clinic phone line that is checked Thursday afternoons is 415-401-2756. In order to be seen at Mission Mental Health, all you need to be is 18 and over, live in San Francisco, and either be on a public insurance plan like Healthy SF, Medi-Cal, or Medicaid, or if you're uninsured, we can help you get insured so that you can get our services. So one more time, our gender clinic phone number is 415-401-2756.
Hello, how's everyone doing today? My name is Brianna McCree, Director of Community Engagement for the Center of Excellence for Transgender Health, part of the University of San Francisco, California. Let's start the show. The mission and vision of the Center of Excellence for Transgender Health is to provide health equity for all trans and gender diverse communities by providing training, education, capacity building, and conducting community-led research. Also hosting our biannual National Transgender Health Summit with a focus on trans and gender diverse communities of color. The Center of Excellence for Transgender Health envisions a safe and affirming world, free from all systems of oppression, where trans and gender diverse communities can live as their authentic self and are healthy and thriving. The Center of Excellence has had a long-standing commitment to community by providing education, capacity building, and community-led research projects such as Sheroes, Healthy Divas, Manas por Manas, and our It Takes Two couple study. Also, our SF Bay Area Trans Resource Guide that is located on our website. The goal of the It Takes Two study is to test a promising couples-focused HIV prevention intervention to reduce the risk of HIV amongst transgender women and their sexual partners. It's a month-long study. Both partners must be sexually active and agree to be a part of the intervention together. On this slide, we see a breakdown of the study procedures, from eligibility to 12-month follow-up, where each participant can earn up to $350 just by completing your study visits. Now, what you all have been waiting for. Everyone watching, do me a big favor. Take out your cell phones. Come on, take them out. Scan the QR code to see if you're eligible for the It Takes Two couple study. Okay, well, if that didn't work, you can also give us a call at 415-689-9711. Leave us your name, a phone number, and someone will get back to you within a couple of days. Once again, my name is Brianna McCree from the Center of Excellence for Transgender Health. Thank you.
Again, so many amazing resources out here. And it's so good to see, again, more of our folks leading these resources.
Yeah. So I was like so impressed, especially with, seeing Miss Billy Cooper. Love Miss Billy Cooper. She's an excellent pioneer in our community, and she helped create trans life. So I think that's really amazing, and it's for
Mhm.
all trans folks. And this is really like great information for all trans folks to know about. Our non-binary siblings as well.
Absolutely, especially in a time right now where a lot of like things are happening for trans youth. Um, it's really beautiful to see some resources here, really prominent. And we also want to give a shout out to the Carey Senior Center that they're watching. Thank you for joining us. And if you're watching, feel free to interact with us via comments. I accept compliments of all kinds. I'm sure Xavier does too. You can comment on our outfits, the programming, and make sure you're taking note of any resources that you or any friends might need. One of the beautiful things that I think happened during the pandemic, a lot of us were able to think more deeply about our genders, our sexualities, ourselves. So there's so many people trying to find a lot of these resources. So type them down and uh, redistribute the love of resources.
Absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, definitely, chat with us. It's really important. We love to, know that people are interacting and people are here and having a good time. So, talk to us a little bit. Let us know a little something, something.
Yeah. Every time I host any event or any show or anything, I always like to say, I am like Tinkerbell. If I don't get attention, I will die. So I
Oh
need
no.
attention. I need attention. I need
Sprinkle
to
some
keep
some
these,
dust on you.
I need to keep my wings fluttering.
Yeah, yeah. I totally hear that. And that's exactly what these type of events are about, right? So it's about us being able to interact with each other and have these type of conversations and say what works for us and say, let us know, how we can, better help or better get that information to people. Uh so I think we have more videos. These videos are amazing. I'm really enjoying this time. So yeah, let's start getting ready for our next videos.
Let's do it.
Well, I don't like living under your spotlight. Just because you think I might find somebody worthy. Well, I don't like living under your spotlight. Just because you think I might, you won't have to worry. Maybe the man who loves and cherishes and cares for me. Are you a god? doing, loving me so wrong. Baby, all I do is try to show you that you're mine, one and only guy. No matter who may come along, open your eyes, 'cause baby, living under your spotlight. Just because you think I might find somebody waiting. No, living under your spotlight. Maybe if you treat me right, you won't ever have to worry. I don't lie. Living under your spotlight.
Brothers and sisters, prayer is a powerful thing. In these trying times, we pray. We pray hard. But there are some matters where we would be better servants of the Lord by accepting what is and not bothering Him. Come on! You can't pray the gay way.
You can't pray the gay way.
No matter what your preacher say.
No matter what your preacher say.
There's no fighting DNA. You can't pray the gay away. Mama, oh mama, you can't blame yourself just 'cause your baby boy took your high heels off the shelf. Daddy thought football would make a man of him, but now he spends all his time cruising the gym. You can't pray the gay way.
You can't pray the gay way.
No matter what your preacher say.
No matter what your preacher say.
There's no fighting DNA. You can't pray the gay away. Well, the Reverend Bill at the Church of Christ says he needs reprogramming.
That boy ain't right.
Sent him off to camp where he could get fixed. Half the summer of his life never saw so many dicks. You can't pray the gay way.
You can't pray the gay way.
No matter what your preacher say.
No matter what your preacher say.
There's no fighting DNA. You can't pray the gay away. You may not know it, but you know lots of them. Statistically speaking, 1 out of every 10. Every family's got one. You might call him Auntie Fred. Mama says he's harmless less he's trying to give you head. Oh, you can't pray the gay way.
You can't pray the gay way.
No matter what your preacher say.
No matter what your preacher say.
There's no fighting DNA. You can't pray the gay away. Hey, you can't pray the gay away. Hallelujah. Bless your heart.
She stalked and into the place, a silence followed after. Her eyes cried out in sunken graves, who's going to be my victim? You could tell that she had been around the block and back again. A Grisabella, son with sin, no mother ever loved her. Picks the weak one from the herd, a broken soul mourning, summoned him without a word, a siren with no warning. Zombie steps, he fell to her, suck dry gravitation, no purse slaps back into the black, another gonna to the room. And the men let go their breath, removed their hands from round their necks and breathed a sigh. One brave soul broke the silence with a voice shot like a gun. He bellowed, "Holy Jesus, Mother Mary!" She looked like she owed dead. She looked like she owed dead. She looked like she owed was the price you pay for her. She's waiting at the bottom. She's waiting. They turned to see who spoke, a shadow by the fire. Gnarled hand reached to the youth and beckoned them, "Come close." Heed my tale and hear me well. That happy hound come straight from hell and stole me there for 50 years, and this is all that's left over. Now he leaned with creaking age, his face caught in the fire. Gasps of horror filled the air upon his ghastly hollow. Just a skull with skin stretched thin, a rotting sallow skeleton. An echo rattled from within, reached back his head and hello. As the gin put screeching, the wind whipped cracked the doors and sent the screaming men into the night. They ran until their hearts gave out, collapsed into the moors and muttered, "What the bloody hell did we just see?" He looked like he owed dead. He looked like he owed dead again. He looked like he owed dead again. She's waiting at the bottom. 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 She's waiting, 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 waiting. She looked like she owed dead. Never to speak of this again. Like you wanna lie, not to it. Nothing hurts worse than living the cold, but there's no knowing that we still be silent. She's waiting at the bottom. She's waiting at the bottom. She's waiting at the bottom. She's waiting.
Wow, those were amazing.
Yeah,
Let's
really
let's
stunning.
let's start with the beautiful Natalie Ray. She is gorgeous. I feel like there was slightly a theme of being at church with a lot of these, or
Yeah,
being in a
definitely.
like some sort of worship. I feel like every time I watch Landa Lakes, who is watching, welcome, welcome, Landa. Thank you for that amazing performance. I feel like every time I watch anything of Landa's, it takes me to a whole different place. Like, it's wow, wow.
Yeah, I actually thought Londa was actually going to start yodeling at the end. I think I was like ready for it. I think it was like a cue for it at the end. It was like, oh, that would have been really nice. But yeah, Londa Lakes is really amazing. Really does a great work in community. I actually, shared a house at one point. I was, in a house with Londa Lakes. So really, really amazing to see her.
Yeah, and the two-spirit representation and indigenous representation she brings into a lot of the different places that she's a part of, whether it's the Duco Court, whether it's performance spaces, um, always has a beautiful eye for performance and really creating new and inclusive performance spaces. Um, and also is an organizer with Bates. So we love Landa. I like every time I see Landa, I feel like there's something different that she's doing, and I'm always in awe of that. Um, and then that last number, wow, that was great.
I was actually a little
I,
scared.
you know, I loved it. I love any art that makes me feel something. And I was like, oh, there's a heart now. I love
Yeah.
this. I am into it. I was like,
Yeah.
come on, special effects. I loved
Nice,
it.
right?
Every part.
Yeah.
Every
I
part.
was I was actually like, oh, is she gonna eat it? I thought she was gonna eat it. I'm a little
I
hungry, maybe that's the problem, but I thought she
right.
was gonna eat it.
I was like, put some onion and garlic in
Yeah.
there, some seasoning. We're good.
Yeah,
Put some
yeah. Or
salsa on it, put it in a taco. I'll eat it.
definitely. Or feed it to the dead. That's what I thought was happening. But maybe
Yeah.
not. Maybe not. Maybe wrong video. Maybe
Maybe
another
that's a
time.
sequel. That's
Yeah.
a sequel.
Definitely. Yeah, so those were really, really great performances. Really amazing people, really out here like performing and doing the work, and showing community like the talents that we have out here, like trans and non-binary and trans masculine folks. We're all really, really talented people that are definitely the underdogs, right? I would say.
Yeah. And also shout out to Wikadula and Ashlyn for being in that video. Also another shout out to someone else who is watching Buster Red Open, who will also be um, coming up, I think later on, maybe. We'll see. I might just be hoping in my mind that they're performing as well. Sophia Lex, who I believe is watching. Um, and also a huge shout out to our interpreters um, who are keeping us this interpretive program.
Absolutely. All right. So let's see. It seems like we have a few other organizations to recognize, right? So we have Rams Peer Certificate, Rams Peer Division, and Street Crisis Team. And seems like we have some videos waiting for us. Yeah.
Hello, everybody. My name is Ida. I am the program manager and instructor for the Peer Specialist Mental Health Certificate Program here at RAMS Inc. We are part of the Division of Peer-Based Services. And our program consists of 3 parts: the entry course, the advanced course, and leadership academy. And all of these components are designed to support people who are either currently peer providers, aka peer counselors, peer specialists, there's a lot of different names for them, or people who are interested in becoming peer providers. And a peer is someone who has experience with either mental health challenges and or substance use challenges, who's in a place in their recovery and their wellness where they are ready to give back and support others as they go through their journey and their practices towards wellness. So the entry course is offered twice a year, in the fall and in the spring, and the advanced course is offered in the summer and in the fall. And our Leadership Academy is actually a training that anyone can go to. It's once a month on the fourth Friday of the month, and it gives you a chance to sort of dip your toes into the work of a peer provider by giving you a one-off training of 2 to 3 hours about different topics. For example, this month it's about chronic pain and its relation to peer support and mental health challenges that people might have. So if you're interested in any of those different areas, you can email certificate@ramsinc.org. That's certificate@ramsinc.org, and I will add you to the email list. And you can also check us out online at ramsinc.org/peer certificate. So that's RAMS like the animal, inc.org/peer certificate. And then I also just wanted to plug, as part of the larger RAMS division of peer-based services, the RAMS Peer Wellness Center is currently offering lots of virtual groups. There's creative arts, there's dual recovery, there's bingo, there's mindful well-being, animal-assisted therapy, writing for wellness, women's group, men's group, Cantonese support group, and a new group called Black Minds Matter. If you're interested in any of those groups, or there's more that I haven't mentioned, please email stephenleader@ramsinc.org so you can sign up with the schedule and get more information. So that's Stephen, STEPHEN, leader, like the word, LEADER, @ramsinc.org. All right, I hope to either see y'all in the program or in one of these groups. Take care. Bye.
I was incarcerated for 17 years. In 2009, I hit rock bottom. It was my third attempt for suicide.
It was 1971. It was the height of the Vietnam War, and the inner cities were flooded with heroin. So I don't want to say it was like all peer pressure, but there were just some social determinants that made me a candidate for drug use.
I was working in the fashion industry. There was sort of a social acceptability almost around drugs in general. So different era. It was sort of 90s heroin chic and grunge music and that whole scene.
I got to a point with my drug use that my kind of go-to was I would get extremely depressed. I would say, at least once a month I was contemplating suicide.
I'm second generation Chinese American, which means that my parents immigrated here to the US. And so at home, mental health is very taboo. It's not talked about at all. I don't even know the word for it in Chinese, actually. And Chinese was my first language. After college, I thought to myself, what organization do I want to be a part of? And I immediately thought of RAMS because of the impact it had on me growing up.
I just thought, I'm going to take a class at City College just to kind of do something, different. I took Introduction to Addiction and Recovery Counseling course. At the end of it, I had to do an internship, and that's how I came to know RAMS.
I had a friend in recovery tell me about RAMS and the Peer Certificate Program. One of the things that had really come up in my journey of 12-step was that I wanted to give back to the community.
RAMS actually gave me an opportunity to work because I wanted to work in the same type of field and make a same difference.
The peer program is a group of individuals who are uniquely qualified to understand and assist and support other people who have similar experiences. A street crisis response team, which is composed of a paramedic, a clinician, and a peer support specialist, come out, engage with people who are having mental health crises.
When I was doing my peer internship, I was going around co-facilitating dual recovery support groups at various agencies and programs around the city.
I had no idea that I could have a career based on, my personal lived experience with mental health and substance use, that was actually valuable.
And at some point, you notice that relationship between the peer support and the client starts to grow, starts to build trust, and they start improving. What recovery meant for me, it wasn't just stopping the addiction of hurting myself, stopping my pills. I had to heal within, and that meant having another human being caring for me.
In college, I studied more about public health and specifically in mental health in communities. And I was able to explore more of my identity because it plays hand in hand with my mental health.
In the continuum of care, it's kind of what's been missing. Like, I know for myself, I was really, really lonely. I spent all the time with just me and my dogs. So having a peer, it's sort of like having someone who is a friend. You can kind of be a mentor in some ways. You can show them that there is hope.
I ran into somebody who was a former client that I'd worked with in residential treatment, and they were doing their job. They recognized me and just gave me a big hug, and I told that person, I'm so proud of you. Look at what you're doing now, giving back to your community. And they said to me, you had a lot to do with that. When I hear that, that's just everything.
Mental health services and access to services are important not only to me, but really to everyone. It's so important for people to be able to have someone to talk to, find a path to wellness and recovery, and to break down the stigma that the whole community has.
People need long-term mental health support, housing, of course, job training, education. So resources are essential, and there's just not enough of them.
I have been homeless. I have been in the streets. I'm a person who was incarcerated. I got out. So I know that I'm here today by someone allowing me a second chance.
Peers are breaking barriers.
Peers are uniquely empathetic.
Peers are uncommon heroes.
Peers are vital and essential.
Peers are necessary.
Walking erratically and talking to himself.
They clearly needed help. It was obvious they were struggling.
We're so glad that somebody stopped to call 911.
We're San Francisco's Street Crisis Response Team. We help people who are experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis on the streets. I'm Damon Victor, and I'm a community paramedic.
I'm Sherry Latchin, and I'm a mental health clinician.
My name is Michael Marcuselli. I'm a peer counselor, and I know what it's like to be in a crisis on the street.
We connect with people in crisis. We take care of their immediate needs and link people to services and treatment so they can get better.
We are community health responders, and we serve as an alternative to the police.
You can reach us by calling 911. The emergency management dispatcher routes calls to us, and we arrive on the scene.
Together, we can change how San Francisco responds to people in crisis.
Wow, it's so good to see. I recognize some faces in some of those videos, and MGM Grant, who's one of our Grand Duchesses, who is also part of the one of the crisis teams in those videos. I'm just blown away by all the work that a lot of our peers do.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely also recognize a few faces, different situations though, but definitely recognize a few faces that are part of the crisis team, which is amazing because so many people are struggling right now. Addiction is really, really high, especially here in San Francisco, and it's really, really important that that we, shout those people out and let them know that we're still here for them, and regardless of what they're struggling with. And so it's really, really great to have people to be able to stop and actually take care of those folks. And so we also want to mention that we have a survey that we want people to fill out. So yeah, let's get folks to actually fill out the survey. Where's that survey located, Rexy?
It's going to be in the chat. or in the comments of the YouTube stream. So go ahead and check out that link. Our moderators will be putting it in there in a little bit, or maybe up now. Yeah, it would be super amazing to have y'all do that survey. Yeah.
Cool. So now that we've talked about the survey, and we've talked about, some of the organizations that we have. So Rams Peer Certificate and Division and Street Crisis Team. We definitely appreciate them. And it seems like we have more videos. So let's get ready for our next videos.
My gown is drenched, honey. My pumps are broken. My lashes are falling off my face. My nails are cracked because I was frying some chicken and lost my nails in the chicken pot. My mascara is dripping off down my face. I'm tired, honey. But let me tell you something. This thing will carry on because I'm a true diva. So don't you even go there with me. Just stay where you are and turn it out. Get on up. Get on up. Get on up. of course, Miss Amber, who put a lot of this thing together.
You're no good for me, darling. Yeah, you turn me away like I'm begging for a dollar. Baby, oh, how you hold me, I get a chill inside, and nothing frightens me, baby.
Is it love when so easily you say goodbye? Is it love when we've given up before we tried? Is it love when you stole my peace of mind? Is it love when you cry and cry and cry? So when you walk out that door, don't you come back no more. My heart has had enough of the give and take, and as much as I want you to stay, you're a dangerous love. Maybe you're not just for me, darling. 'Cause if you're gonna love me, then leave me hanging here. Then I follow you, leave me lonely. Even though we
Dangerous love, you're no good for me, darling. Yeah, you turn me away like I'm begging for a dollar. Danger, oh, how you hold me, I get a chill inside, and nothing frightens me, baby. So when you walk out that door, don't you come back no more. My heart is sad enough of the give and take, and as much as I want you to stay, you're a dangerous love. Baby, you're not good for me, darling. 'Cause if you're gonna love me and leave me hanging here, then I follow you, leave me lonely. Even though it Dangerous love, you're no good for me, darling. Yeah, you turn me away like I'm begging for a dollar. Danger, oh, how you hold me, I get a chill inside, and nothing frightens me, baby. Oh.
Wow, so many great performances.
Definitely.
I loved every single one of them. We had Miss Mia Monroe starting at R. So gorgeous, so talented. And then Carney Asada giving us I Need a Hero line main realness. And then absolutely our elders and our community members and our leaders, Miss Carol King and Amber Lynn, killing it. So good. I actually remember being at Sparkle Ball, I think it was like 2016 or 17, and it was when they performed that song. And it was so good to like have that feeling of like being back there, because I remember watching them Um, I remember watching them and being like, whoa, I love these people. And then being able to start organizing and working with them.
Yeah, definitely. Miss Carol King and Amber Gray definitely had like a captivating performance there. Really, really amazing. I definitely want to just give it up to like and shout out the Black trans women that got on here and performed. Like this was amazing and a real treat for us to be able to see and really get a chance to engulf in their performances and see how amazing these women are. Really, really great. But definitely that carne asada and the holding out for a hero was definitely a good little number. I thought, now forgive me, but I thought the Lion King was about to start until she got up there singing. I was like, oh no, I thought the lion was actually going to do more of the singing, but Miss Carne asada did a great job.
See, we just gave her a production idea. She needs to start having she needs to have the lion do a duet with her.
Yeah. Start the song off, get it nice and right for her.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I definitely want to mention again that we make sure that you do the survey. The survey should be in the chat for people to complete. So please, we're asking and also telling to please do the survey.
You said telling. We're telling
Yes.
you too.
Do the survey. So yeah, we have some more intros for some agencies that are up next. So we have PRC, we have TDNC, which is Tenderloin Neighborhood Development Corporation, the Transgender District, and we have some more videos. The videos is always the best part because they explain a lot of what these agencies are doing. And so we really, really appreciate everybody for, shooting us the videos. And so that way we can view them. So let's get ready.
Hey everyone, my name is Lauren Vega. I'm an employment counselor with PRC, and I'm so happy to be here again this year supporting the Transgender Pilot Program Health Fair. Thank you so much for inviting us back. I also want to say that I am a proud trans Latina woman. I've been in San Francisco for more than 45 years, and yes, I'm aging myself by saying that, but I think that it matters. 45 years ago, when I was a little teenager on my own in San Francisco, looking for support and services as a young trans woman, they weren't there. They were not to be had, non-existent. So it's amazing. I'm so proud to be part of an agency like PRC that does have services in place, and other agencies out there that do as well. I'm going to talk about our various programs, and at the end I'm going to give you my contact information so that we can have a one-on-one and go into more depth in areas that you may be interested in. So something that's very popular that we do is our job readiness program, which is going to help folks who are looking for employment. Maybe they don't have a resume. We can help you write that resume. Maybe you have one and you want to tweak it. We can help you tweak it. We can help you write cover letters. We can help you do some mock interviewing so that when you're sitting in front of that potential employer, that you're ready, that you can give it your best shot, and that you feel confident. So it's important to us that we get you job ready. So in addition to that, we have in-house computer training. A lot of folks can benefit from that. We're going to teach you the basics like Microsoft Suite, including PowerPoint, Excel, Word, some Google, and so on. Usually you need an authorization to take our 4-week course. Sometimes there's ways that we can support you without an authorization, but that's where our relationship with DOR, the Department of Rehabilitation, come into play. and we know how to navigate their system very well. Again, we can help you get that authorization or find other ways so that you can get the computer training that we offer. In addition, if say you want to go back to school and you want to learn a new trade altogether, DOR might be able to fund that for you. So there's different ways and different approaches that we can take that can help you. We have another program that's super popular. It's a couple years old. It's called Lift Up. Lift Up is going to teach you peer-to-peer advocacy work where you can do, say, a job like what I'm doing right now, where you're doing direct services for a nonprofit, for example. If that's something that interests you and excites you, you need to take our Lift Up training. It's a 4-week initial commitment period with a 6-month altogether. There's stipends and for outcomes and milestones that are reached. It's really exciting. You get a certification at the end of it all. And again, you get one-on-one support throughout, which is so important. In addition to that, we have other programs in place like the Black Trans Initiative, which is new. BTI funding through Mayor Breed's office because of really strong, powerful, brilliant trans women of color who went to the mayor and got this funding so that agencies like PRC and others can help support and offer various programs that might not have been there otherwise. In addition to that, we have benefits counseling and legal advocacy for folks who are HIV positive and need help, say with SSI or SSDI, navigating their systems. We can refer you over. We also have EFA, Emergency Financial Assistance, formerly called AEF, AIDS Emergency Fund. If you're HIV positive and you qualify, we might be able to help pay back rent or pay move-in costs or pay for a bill that's past due. You never know. So it's really worth giving it a try. Again, if you're HIV positive, most important, and then other qualifiers that we can talk about and refer you over. Lastly, Baker Places is our recovery and addiction, mostly inpatient services, very near and dear to my heart. Very passionate about that world, and I'd be more than happy to talk to you about Baker Places and see if it's something that you might benefit from, that you're interested in. Again, that was a lot of info. I'm so excited to be able to meet with you one-on-one and talk about our services more in depth. You can reach me at 415-972-0809, 415-972-0809, or email me at lauren.vega@prcsf.org. Have a wonderful health fair. Thank you so much for your time and be well. Take care.
We believe that everyone, regardless of income or race, has a right to the basic human needs of homes, health, and voice. But that's not the reality we live in. Inequity is our reality, especially here in San Francisco, and especially in the Tenderloin. The systems we all rely on disproportionately leave people with low incomes and Black and brown people unhoused, without food, and without a say in the decisions affecting them. But we're changing that. Together, we are building a more equitable city brick by brick, by building more affordable housing, by providing social services inside and outside our buildings, by increasing healthy food options in neighborhoods without them, by advocating for and alongside communities whose voices need to be heard. Homes are the foundation of our work at TNDC, but homes cannot stand without the support of health and voice. We need all the pieces working together to make a real impact. Our food and wellness work is a great example. We recognize that food and wellness means different things to different people, cultures, and communities. Our role is not to prescribe, but to open doors. We bring food to the neighborhood, bring neighbors to the food, and bring neighbors together over food. When access to healthy food increases in communities with low incomes and communities of color, it's not just individual health that benefits. It's systemic change in action. community voice being heard, and it's less time spent worrying and more time spent creating a home. Each piece of our work in homes, health, and voice builds a better future for all. We know the road to economic and racial equity is a long one, but we are on it. We hope you will join us.
Hey there, my name is Juniper Yoon. I am the Program Associate at the Transgender District of San Francisco. Founded in 2017 by 3 Black transgender women, our organization is the world's first legally recognized locale dedicated to those of the transgender, gender nonconforming, and intersex experience. Our work spans 7 different programmatic areas: tenant protections, economic and workforce development, arts and culture, cultural heritage conservation, cultural competency, land use, and trans empowerment. From our recent housing opportunities for trans tenants program, HOT, to our COVID testing activations, to upcoming public awareness campaigns, the district pushes forward positive change to impact our communities in real and actionable ways. We partner with local, national, and international organizations to provide sustainable and equitable opportunities for the TGNC community, particularly those who are BIPOC identified. We have an upcoming COVID testing activation slotted for March 10th in our district. Stay safe and see you then. And to get involved and to learn more about our district, feel free to head to our website at transgenderdistrictsf.com, or feel free to hit us up on Instagram at Transgender District.
Yo, that was really,
Awesome.
really nice. Yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
it was really, really good to see so many of these other organizations doing a lot of the work as well. So many people really are like out here trying to support transgender community, and I love it. I love to see it.
Yeah, it's beautiful to see our allies and people in our own community, everyone coming together to support all of the people who need the help. And I love hearing the word equity. Um, that's one of my favorite words. Um, so yeah, again, a huge shout out to our ASL interpreters who are keeping us accessible. Another shout out to Lauren Vega who was watching. Um, yeah.
And then it seems like we have a few other shout outs. We had Tracy Helton was actually on. So huge shout out to Tracy Helton. And let's thank the team members, Carla Klein, Desiree Garcia, and Corey Sabatini, for being a part of this process and ensuring that this actually happened. And then huge shout out to some of our back sceners like Bianca Stevens and Gwen, who have made all of this possible for us to be on here and share a lot of this great information for trans health.
Absolutely. And also a shout out to Thomas Llorena, who is also watching.
Nice. There's a lot of people out there, a lot of people really helping to be a part of this production. This was really, really great information. And so I once again want to remind everybody and tell everybody about the survey. Make sure we get those surveys in. And we have some more people performing. I love it. So yeah, let's get ready for those videos.
Oh, when the people dance so well, game show. I'm on the beat. I'm on the song to song back in the day. On the disco. That was the only big hit. And I think that was the only big hit.
Well, that's our only hit, wasn't it?
One hit wonder.
One hit wonder.
That is so cute. I love it. Like a hat. It's real life. It's real life.
Seems like ever since the first day we met, there is no one else I think of more than you. Can't seem to forget and get you in my head. There's the verdict said I'm crazy over you. How can one be down? Tell me where to start. 'Cause every time you smile, I feel tremble in my heart. I have no one concern. How can I get with you till my day comes? Here's what I'm gonna do. You see up in my soul, in my brain, and about you. I must confess, I'm a mess for you. You see up in my soul, in my brain, and about you. I'm just a mess with a thing for you. Pray that you'll invest in my happiness. All it takes is just one simple call from you. Turn my heart around if I'm making ground. Pretty, pretty, please tell me if I'm living you. Tell me what is up. See, I need to know. Tell me if I'm far, if I'm getting close. I have no one
Yeah.
Those are so good.
Yeah, Malay with the brandy. Come on. If in my room, as y'all can see, I'm in my room for real. Not in my bag, but just in my room. That was amazing. That was so really good, Malay. Great job, Malay. Shout out to Malay for sitting up in my room
Absolutely.
by Brandy. That was amazing. And
Absolutely.
then that I love the nightlife. Oh, that was my grandmother's like one of her favorite songs. I remember being a kid, like singing in the background as a little kid.
Hmm.
So I love that song so much. That was really great. Shout outs to Carla for doing I Love the Nightlife. And then was that Miss Billy Cooper singing in the background?
That voice. I love hearing her sing along.
I love it too. Miss Billy Cooper, I have been in spaces with Miss Billy Cooper singing almost everywhere I've been. So I love when Miss Billy Cooper gets
Yeah,
up to sing or lip sync or whatever. When Miss Billy Cooper is on the show, you already know what time it is.
exactly. Yeah, there's been many events that I'm just like, oh, there's a mic, and here's Miss Billy Cooper. Here we
Yep.
go. Here we go. It's gonna be a great time.
Yes, she's a great performer. And then
And
that was MGM.
MGM Grand, yes.
Yeah, who did
Yeah,
This Joy. That was really great.
that was good.
It
That
was.
shoulder and hairography,
Yeah.
yeah.
It gave like disco, type of disco inferno type of deal.
Very that, very
Yeah,
that. I
I
was
loved
so
it.
into all of it. Yeah,
Yes.
no, these performances are amazing. They're also amazing. Also, hello to Janelle, who is watching.
Oh,
Um, we have some really great people watching along and hopefully also dancing along to the music. Um,
definitely. Yeah.
yeah,
Don't forget to
yeah. Don't forget to do that survey. Like we said earlier, we're asking you and telling you to do it. Um, so please make sure you do that survey. And again, a huge shout out to everyone who's watching us. I am loving everything that's happening right now. Um, really quickly, I would like to also take a little more time, if I will, to let y'all know about some stuff that I've been working on. Um, I am one of the three owners of an all trans owned cooperative coffee shop in San Francisco, in the Tenderloin, actually. So it's really close to where the Compton cafeteria riots happened. So it's really happened. It's really beautiful to kind of be a trans owned space in the TL. Um, so yeah, so if y'all have any coffee needs, we will be putting out our own roast of coffee soon. We have some fun events coming up. If you are interested in learning about coffee and learning about opening up your own business, creating safe spaces, going to coffee throwdowns, or any of those things, we have a conference coming up on March 25th, 26th, and 27th. That's all completely free, with so much education available and so much coffee to keep you going through the week. Um, and we're also very excited to be hosting, for Trans Visibility, we'll be hosting a fashion show for a trans designer who is based in San Francisco again, as well. So if you don't have plans for the 31st of March, come by to Oasis and watch a really sticking show. Um, so I'm so thankful to be able to let y'all know about all the stuff that I'm working on. I'm always hosting some party, some drag show, something. That's always fun. So feel free to check us out at Fluid Co-op SF. And also, don't forget to do that survey.
Nice. Yeah, please check out Rexy, the one and only Rexy. Miss Thing is always everywhere. She's always doing something. We was just talking about that earlier in the show. Miss Rexy is always out here representing. So big ups, Rexy, and all of your endeavors that you have going on. Me per se, Xavier, I don't have a long title, but I am doing a few different things right now. We're doing a group of mine, the Bay Area Transmasculine Calendar, that's going to be actually showing up for you guys for Trans Day of Visibility. We will be actually launching a calendar. So please, please, please check it out. Go to our Instagram, which is Bay Area Transmass Calendar. We have a lot of us are featured, and so many different trans masculine men that and non-binary siblings that are doing the work here in the community. We're out here. We want to actually show that we are a part of this community as well, and that and we want to see other folks come out and represent and show us some love. We'll be at the Trans Day of Visibility event as well, and so we're gonna do a little something for y'all, what I'm saying, to keep it interesting, something to make the fans go woo. But yes, I'm definitely excited. Myself and a few other trans masculine and non-binary siblings, we got together and we're putting together this calendar. We want the Bay Area to show us some love and show us some support. All of those proceeds are going to be going to Pyramid Kings, which is an organization that I am a founder and CEO of, because we need more transmasculine visibility and more spaces for transmasculine folks of all colors, but definitely we want to prioritize and center Black and brown transmasculine and non-binary siblings.
I love it. What month are you?
I am actually Mr. May. May is my birthday, so I got to represent for the Geminis out here,
I
so
love it.
I'm excited.
Yeah, there's so many great people who are part of that project. I've been following it,
Yes.
and seeing all the months being posted. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna buy 5 and more. I'm gonna buy.
Yeah. We
I'm
we
just like,
definitely Yeah, we want people to buy the calendar. We have people who are, a lot of these organizations around, some of the organizations that we even mentioned, some are actually helping us sponsor this calendar. And, the more sponsors we can get, the more calendars we can get out there. We're going to also have like a little drop shipping process for folks if you don't get the calendar immediately. But yeah, I'm really excited. It all came from an idea, that one of the trans mass guys had, while we were like hanging out and having a good time. So it's really, really amazes me that we were able to put this together and show our community that we too represent and support trans community.
how can we get the calendar?
So we will be at the T-Dove event, and we will have calendars there for people to buy, especially those that, for folks that are sponsors, they'll actually get their calendar, personally given to them. But in order to purchase it, you definitely have to come to T-Dove and see what we got going on.
And for those who are wondering, the TDEV event is going to be at Soma Arts on March 31st at 6 p.m., I believe. Is that right?
Yes,
I'm
believe.
pretty sure that's it. So get your calendars. I will definitely be getting one or several. Yeah, and honestly, calendars are the best gift to give. So there you go. Take some calendars up and gift them and support this amazing project. That's so exciting. I
Yeah.
love ideas that come from just like, you're just hanging out and then you're just like, we should do this. And next thing you know, it's a full-on project.
Yo, you know what? This is my first time really doing something like this. And so,
Mhm.
I was like a little apprehensive at first, but then, we started doing it and started getting our sponsors to help support us. And it was like, it's been amazing and really a dream come true for all trans masculine and non-binary folks, because not too often do we like really are seen in the light, right? So we want to like show folks that yeah, we exist, and we're out here showing our community love and supporting our community, and really making sure that that people see that we do the work.
Yeah, and huge props to you for all the amazing work that you're doing and all your leadership. I think many of us admire all the work that you started, all the programming that you've really changed and impacted. So it's really beautiful and exciting to see not only it taking fruition, but really like skyrocketing.
Yeah.
And it's very admirable. And I think everyone would agree that we are so like excited for it and excited to support in whatever way. Um, I think the what you said, like being able to create a space from like being able to create a space where our communities can really be at and experiencing, sometimes not being a part of some event or being excluded from programming. Sometimes the most impactful thing to do is create that programming and create those events. And so seeing you do that is really beautiful and powerful. So thank you for all that work.
Thank you, Rexy, and thank you because you two are out here like doing the work, and you're like not just showing up in everything, but you do a lot of the back work, right? Like a lot of the behind the scenes, the planning, and that stuff is like is no joke. It is hard. So please, like we really appreciate you being a woman of color and really being out here and showing your community, Latinx community, how important it is to have visibility and be there to actually shake the tables a little bit for folks and make the planning actually happen. So yes, great job to you as well, Rexy. You do amazing work.
Thank you. And I want to also give a shout out to everyone who has done the work before us and will continue the work for us. I think it's so beautiful to continue seeing like all of our elders who are still with us and our ancestors. A huge shout out to someone who inspired me and really made me the person I am today, Felicia Flames. Wherever she is now, dancing our way to Total Eclipse of the Heart. For me, it's really important to acknowledge our ancestors and those people who fought at Compton, who fought at Stonewall, at all the other riots and uprisings that have happened to lead us to this point where it's so beautiful that we get to continue their legacies and create new legacies. And I think that's so important and so beautiful. And also to like really center like our trans masculine folks as well, like especially our Black trans men and Black trans women who are constantly doing so much work and at times get overshadowed. But I bow down to y'all and I appreciate all the work that's been done. And it's always so good to do events like these because then we get to be like, wow, I get to be friends with these people. I get to do events with these people. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
But yeah, and this event has been beautiful.
This has. I really appreciate this so much, this event specifically, because, Black and brown representation and us being in unison and in community together, I think is really, really important. Being a Black trans masculine person and feminine identity, and brown, and out here, and we're like doing this together, and we're like making things really happen and showing the community that black and brown people can come together and we can do great things and phenomenal things when we do come together.
Exactly. I love that. I love our unity and always being together.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Oh wow. Now I'm ready for the weekend. Now I'm like,
it's drink times. I said it earlier. I needed that cocktail earlier. So, it's 5:00 somewhere. It's getting closer, but I definitely want that drink to start this.
I'm ready. Yeah, no. Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm so excited for this weekend. I'm excited for next weekend. There's a party called Reparations where Black trans folks get in for free. Just message their Instagram. It's led by my amazing and powerful housemate and roommate, Nikki Jiz. I'm just like thinking about the party that it's gonna happen next week.
I love like one of the videos. There was somebody danced at Bo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I need to get there too this weekend. Let's get to our community places and have a good time.
Yes, we start on Friday night or Thursday night, and then end it on Monday nights at BAM. It's how we do. It's how we do.
Yeah. I'm excited. Yeah, this is going to be a great weekend, and we're going to definitely have some fun. And I think this really, like, with this health fair, really kicks it off for folks and gets us into the mood, gets us into the spirit of hanging out and community and love.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. So let's go ahead and talk about a few of our agencies, right? So we have Lutheran Social Services, Taja's Coalition, and Health Right 360. And all of these agencies are going to show us a video. Let's go.
Hi, my name is Gavin James. I'm the office manager at Lutheran Social Services of Northern California. In San Francisco, LSS provides two primary services that assist nearly 2,000 adults aged 18 years and older and remaining in stable housing. We provide money management services for chronically homeless adults with special needs and case management services for adults, families, and seniors living in supportive housing sites. For the purposes of our presentation of the Trans Fair today, I'm going to focus on our AIDS Financial Services Money Management Program. This is the only program we have that is self-referral. I will also talk about our Support for Seniors program. Our other San Francisco money management and supportive housing programs are not self-referral, and we do not provide housing advocacy, placement, or referrals. I will not be covering these programs today. If you would like more information on supportive housing in San Francisco, I suggest you contact the San Francisco Human Services Agency by going to www.sfhsa.org. Or if you have case management services with another agency, speak to them. Let's start with our AIDS Financial Services. Many of the people living with HIV in San Francisco are homeless or marginally housed. And many have substance use and or mental health issues that make it difficult to maintain stable housing. Our program provides this community with money management and representative payee services to help regain the financial stability necessary to maintain adequate housing. AFS provides the money management and representative payee services that ensure clients' rent will be paid both promptly and accurately. We establish relationships with landlords who, because of a guaranteed rent payment, will open a historically small housing market to clients with previous financial difficulties, made obtaining and maintaining housing nearly impossible. We provide support to clients to help them budget and manage remaining funds after the rent and bills are paid. The AFS program values non-judgmental, culturally competent services with a safe and inviting environment and a customer service approach. AFS is not a rental subsidy program. All the funds we help our clients manage come from each individual's income. Our clients' income may be wages, Social Security, disability, general assistance, or other income sources. In order to qualify for this program, an individual must provide a letter of diagnosis, proof of low income, and proof of San Francisco residency. Services are free of charge. Referrals can be made by any city program or agency. This program also takes referrals on a walk-in basis. Our office is located at 191 Golden Gate Avenue in San Francisco, or you can call 415-581-0891, extension 120. That's 415-581-0891, extension 120. Again, this is LSS's only program that accepts self-referrals. The other program that may be of interest to our participants today is LSS Support for Seniors program. This program provides emergency short-time or ongoing partial rental subsidies to low-income seniors 67 or older living in San Francisco County. If this is you or someone you know, please do not contact LSS directly. You must be referred by a case manager or senior support agency. Some of these agencies include Centro Latino de SF, Canon KIP, San Francisco Institute on Aging, 30th Street Senior Center, and Self-Help for the Elderly, or any local agency that provides ongoing case management services to low-income seniors. If you would like more information on LSS of Northern California, please go to www.lssnorcal.org. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Akira Jackson. I'm the Executive Director of the Transgender Advocates for Justice and Accountability, TAJA's Coalition. And TAJA's Coalition is a 501c3 nonprofit corporation that was incorporated in September of 2020. TAJA's was initially organized in response to the brutal murder of a trans woman of color and resident of San Francisco, Taja Gabriela de Jesus, in 2015. Since then, TAJA's Coalition has dedicated its mission in addressing systems of oppression by not only calling out to those who perpetuate acts of violence, but to hold them accountable. The vision of TAJA's Coalition is safety for trans women in a world free of the prison industrial complex and state violence. Trans people are 18 times more likely to be homeless. In addition to being homeless, there are other barriers and issues that impede access to existing public housing services. 70% of trans people experience harassment in shelters. Oftentimes, these issues occur in facilities where staff misgender, trans, and gender nonconforming people due to lack of training, implicit biases, and social stigma. Furthermore, the impact of COVID-19 has added more adverse effects to the trans and gender nonconforming community, which definitely puts us further at risk of losing our housing. Yet even before the onset of the coronavirus, the transgender community at large has always experienced adverse effects due to systemic and systematic prejudice. TAJA's Coalition has developed strategies to create access to vital services in order to offset the disparity of the trans and gender nonconforming community. We facilitate a constant stream of rapid response services to TGNC individuals experiencing hardships during these uncertain times. Our services include, but are not just limited to, housing, food security, service linkage, and referrals. Recently, TAJA's implemented the TGNC Task Force, which operates in partnership with our community organizational leaders to ensure continuous accountability and inclusion. The TGNC Task Force will develop a strategic plan to make public housing safe and inclusive of our community members. TAJA's will continue to assist in providing our expertise in order to encourage more impactful solutions so that we can sustain the integrity that drives our mission, which is to get trans and gender nonconforming folk housed, keep them housed, and improve housing services. Thank you.
Hi. Hopefully during this epidemic, everyone is staying safe by wearing face covering, staying 6 feet distance, and washing your hands as much as possible. I would like to take this time to thank MHSA with the Department of Public Health for this invitation. My name is Candy. My pronoun is she and her. I am a residential manager for Health Right 360. Health Right 360 is a family of collaborative programs. We are built on diversity and healthcare. Health Right 360 offers a number of services within Northern and Southern California. We offer residential treatment programs. We offer outpatient services. We offer detox services. We also offer family services. We offer services for women with infants. Health Right 360 also offers transitional housing program for those that are HIV positive. During this epidemic, Health Right 360 offers COVID testing and vaccine for all staff and all clients. Our motto is to get better, do better, be better. Our mission is to give hope, build health, and change lives for those that are in need. We do this by providing compassionate and integrated care. Thank you for your time.
Awesome. So great to hear about so many more resources.
Absolutely. I think what did you have a specific one that you liked specific?
I mean, I think they're all so powerful. I'm really thankful to Health Right 360 as I've been able to work with them when they were working with Latin Martin. Yeah, and speaking of resources, there's a program that Janelle and Spring run. Do you want to tell them more about it, Xavier?
Yeah, sure. So that program is called Transcend. Transcend is called Transcend Retreat. It's a beautiful retreat for 2 to 3 days, and it's like a bunch of people that are like trans identified coming together and being able to have workshops and by trans people, get food, cooked by trans people. It's really, for us, by us type of program, which I love so much because that means that we're supporting each other. And then I've actually been there, I want to say 3 years. I think I've done 3 different Transcend retreats, which has been amazing. I think this most recent one, I did a workshop. So, it gives trans folks a chance to also be spotlighted in a lot of different things that they do, which is, I think, is amazing work for, Transcend. And they really, spotlight and prioritize Black and Brown folks. So there's like ways of funding and scholarships and such. So you can actually, still come if you're like financially, challenged a little bit and need some help or assistance. There's a bunch of different ways of being able to still be able to come to that retreat. And it's like out in the woods, and we're like, campfires and, having a good time. And, I think one of my favorites is like the talent show is like my all-time favorite because you see, like I explained earlier, so many of us trans identified people and our siblings, we have so many different talents and we're like so creative, and sometimes just to be able to see people who you don't necessarily get a chance to see out every day come into that space and be able to have a good time and do things that they never usually would do, is really, really important and really beautiful. So shout out to Transcend Retreat with Janelle and Spring.
Yeah, doing some great work. Again, one of those things, right, where it's like we think of something and they created a beautiful community oriented retreat that's about self-care and true self-care, not in different aspects. Yeah,
Absolutely.
I almost was able to go this last year, but I had work stuff. But every year I'm like, this is the year, this is the year.
Yeah.
But I always love seeing the pictures of all the trans joy, everyone just hanging out.
Yeah.
It sounds like such a beautiful, beautiful time. So yeah,
It
shout out to them.
It is. I know you're like always booked and busy, but you definitely, at least carve out maybe one day to come up and hang out and chill. There's, even ways of getting up there, like they, ensure that there's people to drive folks to the location. And so it's really amazing. So Santana, you definitely have to come out, Miss Rexy, and have a good time with us because it's really fun.
Oh, I will. I definitely will.
Yeah, so I definitely want us to re-mention making sure that folks do the surveys. The surveys are really, really important for us and for our continuous programming. So please, please take time and do those surveys. So we might have some more videos. I love the videos because like we talked about, we're so talented and we wanted people to showcase that talent. So let's give it up for the next videos.
Nobody knows what to think. Truth is that I go to heaven every time you look at me. If I wait too long, I may not say goodnight. Never knowing how or when I might just die. I'm yours. I'm Everyone dreams about something. Heaven can be anything. Truth is that my slice of heaven tastes better than my favorite drink. And if I wait too long, I may not say goodnight. If I take my time, then maybe you'll find I'm yours. I'm yours.
Putting your business in the street, talking out loud, saying you bought us this and that. How much you done spent? I swear she must believe it's all heaven sent. Hey boy, better bring the check around. To the sad, sad truth, the dirty low down. Taught her how to talk like that. Gave her that big idea. Nothing you can't handle, nothing you ain't got. Put your money on the table and drive it off the lot. Turn on that old love light, turn a maybe to a yes. Same old schoolboy game got you into this mess. Hey son, you better get on back to town. Face the sad old truth, the dirty law down. Put those ideas in your head. So bad, got to be so cold. This dog eat dog existence sure is getting old. Got to have a Jones for this, Jones for that. This running with the Joneses, boy, just ain't where it's at. You're gonna come back around to the sad, sad truth, the dirty low down. Got you thinking like that, boy.
Yo, Buster right open, like it's hilarious. that little suit is like hilarious. I cannot. That was amazing. That was an amazing performance.
It was so good. Also, I can't believe that they could do all of that. Um, oh, Buster's in the chat. Buster, I cannot believe you can do all of that in skates. I cannot even stand up on those without like falling down within like 30 seconds. So all of that was so good.
Yo,
Oh,
Buster,
wow.
you definitely have to show me how you flip that leg around to do a full 360.
Exactly. Now that's
That was
magic.
hilarious. Yes, that was definitely magic. I need to see how to do that trick. That's hilarious. I might be able to do something like that, for this calendar or something.
There you go. Now I'm fully
Wow.
expecting to see you come out in skates.
Hey, that's something that people won't be expecting. So yeah, definitely.
There we go.
Oh my God. And Bianca Simone, like, what a great performance, right? Like, so seductive and tantalizing. I was like lost in her eyes somewhere.
It was such a beautiful number with that song. It literally taking us to heaven.
Definitely took us to heaven. I was like in heaven in her eyes, laying down, relaxing, drinking a tequila shots.
I'm sensing a theme here.
Hey, you know what? I told you it was drink time. And then Bobby Friday, they actually was in a video earlier, right?
Yeah, so Bobby Friday also from our current Grand Duchess, giving us a number as well with the family that they're a part of. Really speaking to the family in House of Glitter. Shout out to the House of Glitter with Landa Lakes is the mother, I believe. Again, a beautiful performance. I mean, I love her. I love every time I get to see Bobby Friday perform. It's always amazing. She also has a brunch happening tomorrow.
Wow.
So if you don't have brunch plans, it's the place to be. And then Bobby is also in the chat. Hi, Bobby. And also the Ducos chose this program to raise money for. So huge shout out to y'all for supporting the community, the trans community. The Ducos have always been big champions for inclusivity and always challenging each other and others into being more progressive. And it's beautiful to see an organization that's been around for such a long time continue to strive to do better. And I think that's something that I really do resonate with.
Yeah, it's really amazing to like see so many different trans folks, so many different siblings of ours that we see in community, some that we don't, but they're like out here and they're like on this stage and they're like really taking over. And it's really amazing to see by performing and or some of them work in some of these organizations that we mentioned where they're doing amazing work with the community, especially here in San Francisco.
Absolutely. It's always so cool to see individuals go from like their nonprofit job to the performance after to the next morning doing a brunch. So like Bianca, I always know Bianca's always booked and busy, and I admire her so much for the hustle because I can barely get out of bed.
But you be booked and busy too, Miss Rexy. So I see you definitely following a lot of that trend, of what we see with our other, trans siblings here. They're doing the work and they're, making sure that they're shaking tables and really creating change in the daytime. And then at night, serenading us or performing for us and doing all of these crazy stunts and this beautiful, music is just always so amazing to see.
Yeah, the community keeps going.
Yes, it
One of my
does.
favorite things is one of the shows that I produce with Fluid. Bianca is someone that we always have Bianca because it's always a good time and a great performance.
Yes, yes, it is. I'm always really impressed how she keeps those outfits in place while she's like, can we say titties on here? She's making them bounce. Somebody said penis earlier. So she's making the titties bounce and she's like, it's like stays in place. I'm always so impressed with that. Like, how does that happen?
It's her magic. It's her magic.
Black trans
Sometimes
woman magic. Yeah,
there you go.
definitely,
There, it's
definitely.
definitely that. Sometimes I try to do some of that things and they just fall off, and I'm like, nope, never again. I can't
Oh
do it.
no! Then you like out there you out here like showing people the breast and stuff, huh? You out here showing the people the goods.
Accidentally.
Yeah.
It's never the plan.
I totally understand. Totally understand. Don't want any of these Janet Jackson situations happening, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, definitely. And then especially with cancel culture, right? Because people will cancel you quick. They're like, oh no, you're out here showing us all the goods all at one time. So no, we don't want you here. So yeah, don't do it on purpose. I don't know. Some people might like it though. Some people might like it.
I mean, that's a different show.
Yeah, definitely. So do we have like more agencies, right? More information. So let's so we have the San Francisco Community Health Center and Mental Health Association, SF. They're here. And so yeah, they actually have some videos for us. But before we get into videos, I want to make sure we also say, please, please, please do the survey. We're asking, we're telling, please do the survey. It helps us continue these type of programs in our community.
From the minute that I walked into this clinic, I knew that it was different because of the sense of community that this clinic offers.
It's been a journey for me. I am who I am right now because of the organization.
Oh, I love the fact that they embraced me when I first came in, due to, my race, gender, all of that stuff. They didn't shame me away. And I also had a medical provider that knew my body.
Yo creo que si el programa no me hubiera dado ayuda desde el tiempo que yo estoy, porque estaba muy mal, y el programa me hizo ser gente, me ayudó mucho y me apoyó hasta donde yo estoy ahorita, y yo creo que el programa me sigue ayudando, hasta ahorita me sigue ayudando y me siento muy a gusto con el programa.
Being able to come in here without feeling any type of stigma, without feeling like I'm less than or ostracized or just being picked on for being who I was is the greatest reward. I think that it allows you to feel comfortable and secure in your own skin and to concentrate on what you're here for, which is to get the best medical care possible.
I love and live by our mission to transform lives by advancing health, wellness, and equality. Anyone who needs to feel a sense of belonging to take care of their medical, dental, mental health, substance use needs, we're here for you.
20 years ago, when I came out as who I am, there were really no services available, and I was seeking services for myself. And when I landed here at San Francisco Community Health Center, I just kind of opened a treasure chest where all of these services are available for me. And I want each and every one who comes through our door to experience that.
I began here as a client, and now I am working here as a clinical case manager, coming from the streets and suffering from, domestic abuse and violence, and also escorting sex work and drugs and prostitution. It was a hard life to leave behind, but it was because of the support and because of the fact that I found the incredible people here at this clinic that all of that became possible.
At San Francisco Community Health Center, we create a sense of family and we build community, and we're grounded in those values.
So a lot of folks who come to the center know me as Tita Ida, and it's kind of like this great auntie who they can always look up to for information, for anything under the sun, pretty much.
We take care of the whole person, but we can't do that without starting from the heart, and then we just take it from there.
We're a passionate, empathic, skilled team that has lived the experience of so many of our clients and patients. This is what makes us special. We look forward to welcoming you into our community of health, wellness, and equality.
All right. That was amazing. Got more information from San Francisco Community Health Center and Mental Health Association in San Francisco. That was amazing. Really, really great information.
Yeah, and it's always so good to see Nikki and aka Tita Aira on our screens and speaking more. She is one of those people that I've been able to call a mentor. So I just always love getting to hear from her.
Yeah. I love how she
And
said she was a great, like a auntie.
absolutely, absolutely. I always wondered what she meant by that, and then I got to know her a little bit more, and I was like, "Yep, got it."
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
yeah, and so yeah. Also, if folks have any questions for us, you can put them down in the comments chat area. We'll be getting to those shortly. Um, but until then, we are very excited to announce the next video,
Yes,
who
yes,
we think
yes.
this individual so much for their time, making time for our community and for donating this video. She is from RuPaul's Drag Race Season 3, the winner. Such an she was also on America's Next Top Model as a makeup artist, I believe. Is someone I followed for years. I have so many fond memories of meeting her. And I just know this next video is going to be absolutely amazing. So give it up for Raja.
Raja, yeah. I'm excited.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. Shoes, shoes, shoes. Oh my God, shoes. Let's get some shoes. Let's get some shoes. Let's get some shoes. Oh my God. Let's get some shoes. Let's get some shoes. Let's get some shoes. Let's get some shoes. Oh my God. Let's get some shoes. That's oh my God.
These shoes rule.
That's oh my God.
These shoes suck.
Those are cute. That's oh my God.
These shoes rule.
Those are cute. That's oh my God.
These shoes suck!
Shoes.
These are $30 fucking dollars! Let's get
Oh my goodness, that was so good. I knew I was gonna love that video. I love shoes and I love Raja, so that was so good.
Yes, that was amazing. It was like such a relatable video, honestly, because I too love shoes. Now, I love shoes in two kinds of ways. I love shoes on my feet, and I love looking at shoes on my beautiful woman specifically. But women that like wear nice, beautiful heels is like amazing. I think y'all are like dope.
I definitely love my heels. I've been known to wear I work at night at a bar and I've been known to bartend in heels. And everyone's like, why do you do that? And it's all because of the look. It just looks good. It hurts a lot, but it looks good. um, Fun fact, I believe Bianca is a daughter of Raja's. So we have an extension of that legacy here. Um, so of course, it makes sense. It makes sense. Beauty follows beauty.
Absolutely, it sure does. And a very, very beautiful way of presenting shoes. I loved every last single one of them that was in there.
Absolutely. Me too. I want them all. We want to also remind you to please go ahead and do the survey. The survey is very important. Surveys are also just always important for all of our different kinds of programming. So please take time to do that survey.
Yes, indeed. Please make sure please do the survey. The survey is important to our community to continue to be able to do these type of events and do these type of things to support our community and show love to our community in every way.
All right, and thank you everyone for joining us, and thank you everyone who helped this program happen. A huge shout out again to our ASO interpreters, a huge shout out to Gwen, to Bianca, to Desiree, everyone who was a part of it. We appreciate you, and thank you for bringing me on. Xavier, it was so amazing to co-host with you.
It was amazing to co-host with you as well. I loved it.
And I can't wait to get a drink with you sometime.
Yes.
We'll see when. We'll see when, but we're gonna.
Yeah. But for now, I guess we'll just say thank you to everyone. And we appreciate y'all tuning in with us today. This was really fun and really, really amazing work today.
And we'll be leaving you with some music playing in the background. So interact with each other on the chat, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Thank you.